Okay. Okay. Uh, good morning. Good afternoon, Mr. Brights. Thank you for coming in. Um, I, I I understand that you are facing a criminal charge. Um,
Yeah.
um, did you by any chance bring any identification
Uh,
and records for
yeah.
as requested by the administrative assistant?
Yeah. Your secretary mentioned the documents, and I have my passport and last 3 months electricity bills. And can I leave these documents? And will you keep it? Will you keep the documents until end of the my case?
Yes, absolutely. We will make copies of them and we will keep them in confidence and return the file to you if you do leave us as a client and
Okay.
suspend your relationship with us. So we
Okay.
need the documents for under the Money Laundering Regulations Act, just for compliance purposes. We don't need to verify your utility bills or anything like that. They're just so.
Okay, I understand. And sorry, I would prefer to be called Jeremy if that is okay for you.
Oh, okay. I'll just call you Jeremy from
Okay,
here on
okay,
out then.
thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Jeremy. So can you tell me, I understand that you have been charged under the Offense Against the Persons Act, Section 47, occasionally actually bodily harm.
Yes.
Can you tell me about the events? Like how did this, what was the date of the offense again?
Okay. On Saturday, 21st May, 2015, and I
Okay. About
yeah.
what time? Was it at
Um,
night?
yeah, at night, we agreed with my friends to meet and watch the a football match between Liverpool and Man United on the TV at the Hand and Hair pub, and we met at that place. The car park was full, so I parked my car um, 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 on Royal Hill, which was a 5-minute walk from the pub. I got a ticket from a ticket machine for 3 hours, which was valid until 3 p.m. I did not check my watch at this point to verify the time. And I was driving my own car.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. And were you drinking before you were driving
No.
or before? Okay. And were you
Uh,
drinking at the pub?
yeah. No, I didn't drink any alcohol
Okay.
because I uh, I would back home with my car, and I ordered to my friend to drop him his home, and he accepted my offer. Yeah.
Okay. So you did not. When did you when did the offense when the alleged offense or event occur? Was it at the pub? Was
Oh,
there a
okay,
fight
but I
or?
want to say I didn't commit any offense. I am shocking
Okay.
yeah, because they charged me with this offense. I don't know what's this offense and is it serious offense?
It can be a serious offense, assuming that it actually occurred.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything yet that indicates you've
Okay.
done anything wrong. For now, you can theoretically. Can you tell me more about what happened after
Yeah.
you
Okay.
offered to take your friend home?
Sure. After parking my car, I went back to the pub, and I ordered some food for me. And it was the staff of the pub were busy, and they said it would take a long time. And I said, okay, it was fine for me. Then my food arrived to me near end of the game. And I ate my food with my friends. Then after watching the football, my friend and I went to the park, and because my car in there, yeah.
At Royal Hill, the park where you parked your car, yes.
Yeah. However, I saw a man. I think he was an inspector, and he was writing something near my car, and I asked him what was he doing. However, he didn't say anything, and I noticed that he was trying to commission, trying to write something for I had to pay some fine for the expired ticket, but I said I have a parking ticket, and I was not late. He watched. He looked at his watch, and he said it was 3:10 p.m. I was just late for 10 minutes, and I thought it was not fair, and I shouted at him. I said it was not fair. However, he was smirking at me, and my friends was behind me, who Darren shouted at him, and Darren said to him some words, and he ignored him. Then he made me really angry, and I pushed him, but not hardly, just to get away from my car. And then when I opened my car's door, I saw he was on the floor, and I thought he lost his balance, and he fell on the floor, and yeah, I didn't want to commit any offense. I didn't want to hurt him. Hurt him. Yeah.
Okay. When the inspector was on the ground, did he look injured?
Okay.
Or was he in was he in distress or anything, or was he just on the ground?
I saw he was on the floor, and I know I didn't push him hardly. Just simply I pushed him, and
it was just a light touch, right? Just
light. Like a touch, and I think he wasn't injured. However, the claim says he was injured.
Okay. But what did your friend, when your friend, but before when you came and saw him, did your friend Darren, you said his name was?
Yeah, Darren. Yeah, his name.
Did Darren threaten him or just
No,
yell at him
just
just like you? It was just a verbal street altercation.
he shouted at him, and
Mhm.
he used some words. I just remember he
But
said,
nothing menacing, right?
yeah, he just
That,
say scum to
oh,
the
he called him
man.
scum.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. But other than that, there was no threats or anything were
yeah,
exchanged
yes. There
in
is no
the
any threat. Yeah.
okay. And when had Darren consumed any alcohol at all?
No, we both
You're just
didn't
you're
drink any alcohol. Yeah.
okay. All right. Um,
And yeah, I need to advise on this offense.
yes.
And I don't. You said about the offense, whether it is serious or not. I understand you. Can I choose the court, or sorry, I didn't commit any offense, and I prefer to not plead guilty.
Right.
And if is it possible not to go to the court? It's possible to resolve that without go to the court.
We will see, but I think it's very unlikely that we can that you will never have to make an appearance at court. You will probably have to appear at court, even just to plead not guilty
Yeah.
before the court. And I recommend you show up dressed well, and be
Okay.
respectful and at the initial hearing, the magistrate's court hearing. Um, this is a fairly serious offense. Usually, there is a maximum up to 5-year penalty. If that such maximum penalties are extremely rare. Usually, it can be dealt with. Usually, it's more likely to be a fine, probation, or a smaller prison sentence. But I'd like to get to know a little bit more about you and your background, and a few more facts about this case to decide, um, the most likely outcome, as well as factors that we could use, which can enter into evidence that will um, negate the offense. May be able to help help you out, avoid uh, uh, being found guilty or having to plead guilty. So, um,
Okay.
do you have any prior? You said there was no alcohol involved in this
Yeah.
event at all. That's an important
Yeah.
fact. You've
That's
mentioned
right.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, did do so and did you only lightly touched uh
Yeah. I
the
just I
the
thought. Yeah.
inspector?
Yeah.
Um, did you see any blood?
No, no. I think he just fell on the floor. Yeah.
He didn't
I did.
start bleeding on the floor
No,
or anything.
no. And I forgot to say.
You
And
didn't, and then what? You just drove off?
yeah. Is it help me? I have not. I have no previous convictions.
That's an important point. Yes. So no prior convictions tends to lend itself to um,
Yeah.
less culpability,
Okay. Good.
and uh, also this not being the traffic warden not having a serious injury also lends itself to having less harm,
Yeah.
which is important to establish in this case, so it can be resolved as best in your favor as possible. Um,
Good.
and you only lightly touched him
Yeah, once. Yeah,
One
just once.
time. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and you didn't touch him on the ground.
No, I didn't continue
Did you
to
help
touch
him up?
him. Yeah. Sorry.
Did you help him up?
No, just I thought he didn't need my help, and I was really angry. I provoked. Sorry, he provoked me. I thought, and I shared my
Okay.
thought with my friend. Yeah.
Okay. Because he was um, waiting and smiling at, or that's what you said earlier, right? He was waiting at
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
car. Was he like minding his watch while he was
Yeah, he looked at his watch and he said, but I didn't see his watch. Just I looked at my watch after he said, and I know my watch was slow, but I think I late just a few minutes. Yeah.
okay? And do you have any medical issues? Do you
No,
have any? You're not taking any like prescription drugs?
no,
You've never
no, no.
received any treatment for depression or whatnot?
No,
Okay.
I hadn't any problem, and I don't know. Yeah, I am worried about. I am really worried about whether I go to the prison for a long time.
I would say that we are unable to guarantee outcomes for every particular case, but um, uh, given your prior record and situation, we may be able to avoid that altogether.
Okay.
Are you a carer? Do you care for anybody who is dependent on you,
Yeah,
like children?
I live my wife and I live with my wife and my two children.
Okay, but you're not you share. You live
Yeah,
you share. Okay.
yeah.
Um, and
And I have a job. I
you have a job.
Yeah,
Okay.
permanent job. I am a builder.
You're a builder. Okay.
Yeah,
This is also helpful. And how old are you again?
yeah. Uh, 55.
55. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
And
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 can I,
was
sorry, can I yeah, choose the court? I don't know. Can I choose the court? Because
do you
I
want to choose? You mean choose like your a location? You mean or
yeah, I don't know what's the allocation, but just I want to go to the court which give if they find me guilty, they will give me a lesser uh, sentence, and for example, fine maybe, and I want to resolve my problem in a very short time.
right?
Yeah.
Well, we they usually assign the court based on geographic location, so it will probably be in uh what borough was this? I think it was in this will probably be in the Lambeth Borough Magistrates Court and the Lambeth Borough Crown Court. We can make a request to move to move the trial, but I don't know if that would be successful. I think
Okay.
you live outside of the borough, right?
Yeah.
Um, we can look into that possibility. I don't know if that would be I think our odds of success would be
Okay.
slim there at moving the venue to for a sentence like this, especially when you live within Greater London, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that.
Um, as for the biggest problem I see right now is that this is a public sector worker. The law does make special care, does take special care of public workers. Um, that is the biggest issue working against us here. Um, I hope that, I think that based on what you have told me, um, there are enough mitigating factors that we can preclude prison sentence, but we cannot choose venues that easily, or
And
pick a court that only gives fines. I mean, there's um,
yeah,
two courts. I think we have a hearing at the magistrates court next week, where
yeah,
we will enter a plea and of not guilty, of course, and
yeah.
I
And what if I can choose the court? What court will be best for my case? What do you think?
well, I don't know what court would be best for your case. Theoretically, that they apply all laws equally, so outcomes should not differ substantially between
Mhm.
Crown courts and magistrates courts. Um,
Yeah.
I yes. So
Okay. I understand. And uh, if there is a CCTV footage, will it help me? Because the events occurred what I said to you. Yeah.
okay. If there is CCTV, we'll look at it and we'll see if it how
Yeah.
well it supports your
And
case.
how
Do you
can
know
we?
if any exists? I have not seen
No,
any in the
I don't know.
file,
I don't
but
know. But if there is a CCTV footage record, how can I get it? The will court ask or prosecution
well,
the police?
the prosecution will, as part of a discovery process,
Okay.
all evidence against you has to be presented
Yeah.
to us for use as potential defense. So we will
Okay.
get it if there is any. I didn't see any mention of it in the case file. There may
Okay.
not be any, and if there isn't, you know.
Okay. If I learn there was a CCTV record, and after seeing the record, can we discuss together on record? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I think that's all the questions I have here.
Yeah. And I have more question.
Oh yes,
One
please,
more
please,
question.
please do.
What do you think? Will the prosecution succeed with their case? And what should the prosecution prove whether I was guilty or not to the court? Yeah.
Well, they'll need to prove that you occasioned actual bodily harm on this
Okay.
public officer, which is just um, any level of physical harm on them. If the officer, it will probably be based on his testimony.
Yeah, and can my friend can be heard by court as a witness, then
yes, he will be. He's
okay.
definitely a witness. So
Okay, and I will ask him to support my defense. Yeah.
I would advise you not to make such a request to support your defense specifically. That could be considered witness tampering. So don't coach him and don't. I would not discuss this matter heavily. Definitely do not coordinate in any way testimony with him about this.
Okay, I understand.
That could be a problem. It
would
hurt your case. It would hurt him as a witness. To discuss this at length with him.
Okay, thank you. I understand you, and thank you for warning me. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So with that, I think that's all of my questions for you. Do you have any further questions for me, Miss Jeremy?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Okay, we'll end the recording now then.